It really is good to have something to look back on, especially when you're old, alone, with only your stupid memories as a youth to keep you comfort. This happened when I was in grade 1. I was playing pretend with my friend. He was the father, and well, I can't remember what my role was, so let's just assume that I was playing as a potato. Okay, so a father and me, the potato, I decided to leave our house, which was the bedroom, to get something from our kitchen. I got to the kitchen safely. After finishing whatever my business there was, I heard my friend calling my name. We live in a small apartment, so it'll only take me a few steps to get there. But of course, as a kid with teeny-weeny legs who wanted to go back to playing ASAP, I decided to run. As soon as I was at a doorway, I tripped. There was nothing in my way, nothing. It's my clumsiness that did it. Now let me tell you about the environment in my story. There was this wooden stool right in front of where I tripped. That is where I hit my head, real hard. I was hurt and confused at the same time because I noticed that my vision doubled without me intentionally doing it, like this. I turned to see my friend, who now has a shocked face. My mom and my friend's mom came to us after hearing that loud thud I made. They too were shocked after seeing my face. I literally had no clue on why they were reacting like that. I was thinking maybe they were worried because I hurt the stool. My mom sat me down on our couch, I think. Really, I can't remember that part, so let's just go with it. My mom called our relatives to tell them what happened and that we need help because we don't have a car of our own. My friend and his mother decided to leave because I needed an immediate medical attention. They were only there for a visit, and then that incident happened. Before they put the first aid on my wounded area, I took the opportunity to look at myself in the mirror. I saw the blood near my right eye. I knew I wasn't dying because I didn't see any angels or light trying to get me. And my favorite color is red, so I didn't panic. We get into the car. My grandpa was the one driving it. He started the engine. It didn't work. He tried again. Still, nothing happened. He told us, maybe we should use the other car. He grabbed the door, but it didn't budge. That's when we realized that we're locked in. Now we managed to get out of the car, of course. Otherwise, I won't be here telling this story to you. I just can't remember how we did it. Back to the story, we used another car and got to the nearest clinic. They got my bandage changed and told us that I must be admitted to a hospital to get my stitches. I remember my mom crying because she thought that I might die. But the nurse reassured her that nothing bad's gonna happen to me. We got into the hospital. It was my first time entering in one. They wanted me to have an x-ray first, so we did. It felt like I was having my mugshot, but with me lying down. They asked me what happened, how did I get my wound. The doctors didn't know, my family didn't know, my mom was there. I didn't want to get in trouble because of my reckless behavior, so I just told them, no, I can't remember. All I know is that I was conceived and awakened to be in this world, and here I am, standing in front of all of you because of the red thing escaping from my head. The doctor didn't seem to believe me, but he didn't bother to ask any further, 'cause I was a kid, and kids are stubborn. They're now going to stitch my wound. I was accompanied by my uncle, 'cause my mom didn't want to see me getting my stitches. She just couldn't bear it. While on the procedure, the doctor and the nurses kept on asking if the stitches were hurting me. I was just telling them no. They didn't want to believe me. Maybe they had encountered a lot of crybaby patients to the point that they thought it was unusual to see a kid just chilling while being stabbed by needles. It did hurt me a little bit, but not to the point where I would scream out of pain. Really, mine was just a mild wound. The procedure was finished and the bed turned into a reclining chair. I'm gonna stick with that term because it really looked like a reclining chair. Going to school with that noticeable bandage on my head was a horrible experience for me. I really am not used to being the center of attention. I was asked with questions regarding to it. I just told them that I can't remember what happened to me. One of my classmates told me that maybe I was having an amnesia. I didn't know what amnesia was like. Can you eat it? After she explained what amnesia is, I told her, yeah, I have amnesia. But really, I was just too embarrassed to tell them the truth. My grandpa once suggested that we should hang my printed X-ray on the wall so that whenever I'd look at it, I'd remember what results might come because of my recklessness. He said that in a joking manner, of course, but I felt intimidated as a kid. And that, my friends, is how I ended up having this mark near my right eye. It isn't that noticeable, well, at least in my perspective. There are times that I'll forget that it's there.